Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Ark on the Center server. So it's been a little while since I've done one of these episodes, and since that point I have made a few enhancements to the base. We have an additional dinosaur, so I thought I'd start this episode off by just giving you a little sort of overview of where we're at. So you may notice that I'm kind of sat on something which kind of wasn't here before. Gives us a nice little view of the bay, and down there we've got what is the start of sort of our exterior walls and an element which is kind of jutting out into the water so that we can build up a little port. Behind us though we have expanded the coastal tower across this cliff face, and from that we've then gone and built downwards. So there you can see behind us a tower which takes us all the way down to this sort of fort wall bit which will jet out into the dock. So it's not quite finished. These bits need filling in, but you can see there that there's a stairwell that kind of goes from bottom to top. That then allows us to kind of navigate across this to this tower, which will then take us back down into the main base. So we've kind of expanded that out a bit. At some point I want to build up more from here, going up this way, but we don't really need to do that just yet, because we want to mix it up and do other things. So whilst I'm flying around, you may have noticed we have a large Mosser sat there, just there, Moses. So Mast3rl3ss went out and tamed up Moses, so we've got ourselves a Mosser in the crew. He also tamed up the Megalodon there, Finn. So we now have two sea dinos. Looks like there's something hiding there. A Basilosaurus. So they're kind of nasty because they get surrounded by mantas that sort of feed off of them. So you want to get one of those. You kind of got those in the way, which is kind of awkward. So I'm not entirely sure how one of those tames works. But we may find out, because there's one right there. So that's kind of the construction stuff. I mean, Mast3rl3ss has been working on this over here as well, which is where he's kind of keeping his dinos safe, because they've been kind of exposed sort of in this area, just sat around most of the time, which, you know, a Giga or whatever could just kind of wander in and take them out. So they're a little bit safer now. So over this way we will see Dave. So Dave is our saber, part of our elite crew now. Dave is a useful addition for going out and well, caving basically. So I've taken Dave off to a cave which is sort of over that way, and we've gone in there. We've managed to do a cave run. We picked up the cave drop that was in there, so we had a bit of fun with that. So what we'll do is we'll get a cave run into that one at some point in one of the videos. But yeah, so we've got Dave. He's pretty cool. Upped his stats a little bit now, so his health's a bit higher. That's gone up by about 1,000 points, and his melee damage has gone up by about 100 points, so that's pretty reasonable. Does still struggle if he comes against anything really strong, because that 4,000 health isn't massive. And obviously, you know, Tree Flower, Rock Smasher, Klondike, and Terry. We also have a backup. We have a backup Terry. We have Terry 2. So not particularly high level. Just a reasonable level, but useful in case we have any issues whilst we're out and about. We happen to die, we can kind of respawn, come in here, get Terry 2 and fly back out to where we need to be. Obviously we've got the Quetzal that we tamed up with Mast3rl3ss before, but we can never really guarantee where that's going to be, because sometimes Mast3rl3ss will be out using it. We added these sort of balcony bits on to the coastal tower offline as well, just to kind of mix it up a bit, make it a bit more interesting looking. And there's those flags as well that, you know, add a bit of colour. So yeah, it's starting to come together. Obviously it needs a lot of work to make it look really pretty, because there's a lot of it which is just sort of blocky. But you know, I'm adding in these sort of little wall bits here just to make it a bit more interesting. A bit of shaping for this, some windows, things like that. Quite like the way these kind of stairs work, in that it's kind of built up onto a nice platform here. Kind of makes like a nice entranceway, but we will need to sort of expand this side out a little bit, make it a bit better shaped, fill in this gap, put in some proper stairs to kind of get up onto this level rather than just that sort of wooden ladder. So yeah, that's kind of an update of where we're at in terms of that sort of stuff. So on to today's episode. Okay, so one of the things that we really need in our base to kind of help make things easier, I suppose, is a fridge. Fridge, we can store raw meats, prime meats, berries, veg, spoiled meats, all sorts of stuff in there, eggs, and then that'll really help us kind of as we progress. So in order to get there, I've created us a fabricator. Fabricator is powered by gasoline, so I've produced some gasoline by picking up some oil and burning that with some hides. So we've got gasoline, but to produce our refrigerator, we need polymer. Polymer can be a challenge. Well, it's not polymer. It's not necessarily a challenge, but the obsidian, it can be quite expensive to get. I've not really seen a great deal of obsidian around, but there is what is called organic polymer. Organic polymer you get from penguins. So the next thing we're going to do is go penguin bashing. So in order to do some penguin bashing and be really effective, what you need is one of, if I can find them, where is he hiding? The wooden club. There we go. Wooden club. So the wooden club gets the most polymer. So we're going to try and craft ourselves one of those up. So wood fibre. So we'll come back to this because yeah, we need polymer. Let's get some wooden fibre. I'm sure we've probably got a little wood fibre. There we go. So what was it? Wood club. There we go. Just make a couple just in case they break, because you know, happens when you're using wood. So wooden clubs. We'll ditch those. We'll stick the wooden club on in place of the metal pick for now. We don't really need the bowler. I'll keep the trank darts and the narcs on us just in case we spot something that we fancy. Take a few extras just in case, because it can take a little bit to down some of the higher level stuff. So yeah, let's take Terry out and find some penguins. I say find, I know exactly where the penguins are. Penguins right up in the north. There's an iceberg. On the iceberg there are some oil nodes and there are penguins, so that's where we're heading. So as we fly, I'll just talk to you about a few things that have been going on. So me and Mast3rl3ss have been playing our usual Monday night Rocket League streams. Thanks to anyone that's tuned into those. It's been a roller coaster of emotions. So Mast3rl3ss, we managed to get him up to platinum about a week ago, at the point when this is being recorded anyway, about a week ago. Since then, we've taken a bit of a nosedive in terms of our ranking, and we have dropped down a bit, so that's unfortunate. But you know, we're going to stick to it. We're going to keep working on our team synergy, and yeah, we're going to get better, and we're going to improve our skills, and hopefully rank back up, get us both into platinum, and carry on from there. So yeah, that's kind of how Rocket League's been. We've had a few viewers in the stream, so that's pretty cool. I've produced a simple Twitch overlay for that stream as well now, so it looks a little bit nicer. We're getting the most recent follower pop up on the screen, any new follows, got the chat and everything like that as well, so that's all good fun. Still good on stamina. So yeah, Rocket League going well. The Long Dark. The Long Dark is a series of a survival game that we've been doing, and we've had some fun with it. Unfortunately, well, I mean it's good, but unfortunately, the Long Dark has recently been updated as part of a progression to get it out there with the story mode and to make it kind of a final product rather than an early access sort of product. So Long Dark has recently had an update which has meant that our old save files are now unusable. So yeah, we'd have to start again, which is not ideal. So the Long Dark series is going on hold, and we're going to bring that back in when the story mode's been unlocked, which is currently scheduled for August the 1st, so look out for that. Yeah, so we're picking up the story mode and progressing from there. So that's the Long Dark, and here we are at our iceberg. It is quite standard for there to be a Spino in here, which is kind of one of the reasons that I bought my trank darts, because just in case. Let's see. Ooh, it's all gone dark. There we go. Spino, level 55, so nothing amazingly special, but you know, reasonable. Mast3rl3ss just come online. So we'll probably get him. Whoa, loud. We'll probably get him involved at some point soon. Just tell him what we're doing. So yeah, we're going to give some of these penguins that are standing around a little bashing. Well, once they're dead anyway. We'll kill them first, which is better with this. 110, wow. High level. They do sometimes like to try and run off the edge. This guy's okay though, and they can roll. Like that. Ugh. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stay. And he's gone. Yeah, we're not going down there. So that got us a little bit. What did we get? We got 4. Wow, 4. Amazing. That's pretty awful. We didn't get great hits on that because it rolled away a lot. Let's take out this guy. Level 10. Stay there. Polymer. Because that's an adolescent one, we also get prime meat from it. So unlike normal polymer, organic polymer does expire, so it's got a spoil timer on it. We shouldn't have too much of an issue though because of the stacks and the timers that we've got on things. We should be okay. So I mean, we got 54 there with the spoil timer, 44 minutes each, so that will do us for a little while. So I mean, it's kind of a funky area. So there's metal nodes down there. Those, let me point them out. Those ones contain oil, so they're pretty wrong way. Useful, like this guy here. This guy contains oil. If we use, where'd he go? Pick. Just like that, so we get some oil. So this is kind of a decent spot for farming for oil and polymer, and also for looking out for some potentially high level spinos if you're in the market. So yeah, that's the level 55 one again. I thought it might have been a different one. So yeah, that's the iceberg. So now that we've got a bit of polymer, let me just check our grain grams out because we don't want to be short, but I think they've got enough. It's refrigerator, isn't it? Refridge. There we go. So 15 polymer. So yeah, we've got plenty there. I should think. We do have to make electronics as well though first. So that's some silica pearls, which we may have some of. If not, we can just go down into the sea a little bit and pick some of those up. And we're doing alright for metal, so let's head our way back. You'll also notice this area is quite cold. We've got that little ice cube down at the bottom, so if we stay in that area too long, we will lose a lot of health. We're actually also already down to sort of nearly half health there. So yeah, let's fly our way back. I mean, I don't know whether you guys have seen it much, but that's the center kind of floating island over there. It's quite a cool little spot, but challenging if you kind of want to set up a base on there, because you can't really kind of transport large land dinos over easily. Yeah. So, we talked about Rocket League, we talked about the Long Dark, we've also got Overwatch on the go. That's a recently new started series, so I've done one episode on that so far. I'd like to do a lot more because I do really enjoy playing Overwatch. So I've done kind of an initially tank focused episode where we focus on a few of the tank characters, playing those roles and seeing how that sort of works in the game. I am quite a big fan of playing some of the support characters as well, though, and obviously just your standard DPS. So we'll get some of that out there, and then just some just normal games. See if we can get some of my friends on as well. So Jin does reviews, so he might get involved as well, and we'll have a bit of fun. So that's Overwatch. Ferrier. We've done a few Ferrier videos recently. I'm really enjoying playing Ferrier. It's a nice sort of casual game to play, but me and Masters have a lot of fun when we're playing with each other on that. Bit of banter on the go. It's quite tactical, so it appeals to my sort of brain challenging nature. I like logical puzzles, so that's cool. And so we've been doing those online those battles. We've also done the solo mission packs where we're just taking on the AI characters. So there's a few of those there. And then we've just got the free-to-play Friday series, which I'm really quite enjoying because it has kind of highlighted a few new games, a few new kind of game styles that I've not got into too much. So that's pretty cool. There, it's a nice way of introducing yourself to new opportunities, really. So yeah, check out some of the free-to-play Friday games, and check out some of the ones that you maybe not have actually thought would be worth checking out, because they may surprise you. I mean, I didn't expect Ferrier to be amazing, but it really did turn out to be a worthwhile investment of my time, not my money. Okay, so we're nearly back now. We can drop off that Organic Polymer. So its full time is still good on there. I'll just drop in the oil because so electronics, we need silica pearls and metal ingots. We've got metal ingots, that's not a problem. Silica pearls, we need some silica pearls. I'll check out over this way, see if we've got any already in our stash. There we go, we've got some silica pearls. That's good. I think I also saw we needed crystal, so I'll just take that with us. We better check the amount of metal that we needed as well. Fridge. 120. Okay, that's fine. Transfer. Okay, we don't. No. Send some back. Send some back. That'll do. So we've got silica pearls, crystal, metal. We will need more than that because we need metal to. Oh, we're way down. Way down. Too heavy. Too heavy. Drop that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Still kind of too heavy. So I don't think we need all those crystals. So I'll split those down in half, and we're off again. Yeah. So I'd say we'll probably need a little bit more metal than that, but we can do an initial run with this amount and see how much more we need. We'll turn it on, deploy those bits in there. So electric, we need, so we need 10 electronics. So make 10. Okay, so it's just Mast3rl3ss asking if we can get him some oil, but we're back now, so can't really help him with that so much. But we do have enough gasoline if he needs some gasoline. Electric. So there we go. So we can craft ourselves a refrigerator. So the fridge does require electricity to run, so we can't actually use it at the minute. We need to kind of create an electric generator. Before we do that, what I'll do is I will drop off 50% of that gasoline over to Mast3rl3ss before his jennies run out and all of his stuff spoils. Whoa. Missed it. There we go. And there's some gasoline. So, next step was a jenny. So let's just check out what we needed for the generator. S+ electrical generator. 25 metal, 10 electronics. So we should be all right for that. I'm just going to grab a little bit more metal. Not 1,349, but a little bit. Get that going. Because we're going to need to make some more of those composite component parts, and then create the fridge and the jenny. Well, we've done the fridge, the jenny itself though. Sorry. So can turn it on. Can craft another 10 of those, and then we can work on. Nope. 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 Where is it? Ah, there it is. 8, 9. Okay, so craft ourselves a generator. So jenny, fridge. Need to hook the two up though. So we're going to need an electrical outlet for plugging the fridge into, and a cable. So we will just do a straight vertical cable, nice and simple, but we need some wood and some more electronics. So if we get the 3 electronics on the go, 1, 2, 3, just go grab, check, no, just go grab some wood. Like so. No, we only need half it. There we go. That should be plenty. And we'll go create that electrical outlet. Wood, electronics, structures, electrical outlet. Hokey chokey. So, generator, cable, outlet, fridge. So, let's turn that off. This is gas. This, which we will use at some point in the future, allows us to produce little replicas of creatures that we've killed and stuff like that. But it's not a lot of use to us at the minute, so I'm not worried about that. It does require electric in order to power it. But yeah, we can't do much with that in a minute. But there's not masses of space down here, and it's a little bit of a distance to travel to transfer things into our fridge. So I think at this stage we might be better suited to having our fridge in the Great Hall until we kind of got ourselves a kitchen sort of area set up. So first of all, we'll get the jenny. Got to be careful that the back side of it isn't sort of sticking out. So go around there. Looks like that should probably just be about okay. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Did I create a normal one rather than S+ one? That's a shame. Let's equip that, put that on there. Electrical outlet there, and then our fridge. Sort of over here-ish. See if we can get it fairly straight. That'll do. So unlock, unlock, lock, unlock, unlock. Okay, don't really need to do that. So we need power. We need power. So I should have picked up some of that gasoline. So let's go get some of that gasoline. Like so. I'll grab like half of it for now. Come back over this way, and no, we're going to put the gasoline in the fridge. Why is unlock the first option? Unlock. Let me access. There we go. Gasoline, turn on. Boom, boom, boom. Powered fridge. Oh, happy day. So, spoiled meat timer, 30 seconds left on that prawn meat. Drop it in there. 50 minutes. It's pretty decent. So, very useful. So there we go. That's our fridge. Our Jenny. Little bit of polymer, organic style. Yeah, just basically a little bit of construction. We did an overview of the base. We introduced you to Dave. And we just had a little chat on that flight, talked about the videos that we've got going on so far, and hopefully what we've got coming up. So I'm going to leave that episode there with construction of Fridge and Jenny. Useful little bits. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed that. Look out for more episodes. Give it a thumbs up if you didn't enjoy it. Subscribe if you haven't already. It's been a pleasure, and I'll see you around soon. Take care.